Silly YouTube. So quite a personal video today, as I'm going to take you guys through how I earn my money. So I'm making this video as much for you guys as I am for all of my friends and family who think that I just stay at home as a bored housewife doing nothing all day because I don't go to an office. I don't have a traditional job anymore. So I make all of my money via the interwebs. We're in a world where careers are transforming and we can have so much more flexibility. Depending on the industry, we can work wherever we have a Wi-Fi connection. And it's always something I've been really fascinated by, and it's something I wanted to achieve because it would mean that I could, whether I be in New Zealand, whether I be in France, I could work and earn money without the stress that comes with having to find work in the physical country and then be committed to that location without being able to leave as often as I'd like to. So when I learned that we were moving to New Zealand and I would have to resign from a job that I absolutely loved at L'Oreal, I thought to myself, well, it's now. How often do we get the chance to try something out and see if we can figure out a way to make money online? And you don't often just make it through one way, which is why I'm making this video. There are several different ways to make money online, and I've had to tap into several of them, but I thought it could be quite interesting because I have had a few questions about it for the brave people who have dared to ask me, so what do you do for work now? And how are you making money? How are you paying your bills, right? So I'm gonna break all that down for you guys. But before we jump into it, I just wanna mention the sponsor of today's video, which is an excellent way to make money, by the way, is by partnering with brands and products that you actually love and would actually use and would have naturally talked about anyway. So I wanted to partner up with Blinkist for ages because I absolutely love them. I'm obsessed with this app. So obviously to get to where I am in terms of, you know, being able to work from anywhere and running an online business and stuff, I had to learn so much about entrepreneurship, marketing, online business, finance, how to grow on YouTube, you name it, I had to learn it. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think it's just so hard to find the time these days to sit down and read a book. And so what Blinkist does, the concept's absolutely brilliant. It takes the key learnings, concepts, takeaways from non-fiction books and it condenses them into a 15-minute readable, or you can actually listen to it as well, like a podcast. So you can either read the key points, the summary effectively, or listen to it and get all of the key learnings from the book. Books have a lot of fluff usually, right? They have the stories and case studies and they sort of repeat sometimes the same points over and over again and you're like, okay, got it. So as you guys can see in my library, I have a lot of books around career success and happiness in your career. It's kind of normal as a career coach, I suppose, to always be upskilling myself on my topic, but also things around health and diets and finances and marketing and psychology. It has thousands and thousands of titles in there. It's a massive library. So basically whatever you're curious about, you'll probably find the book in there. And I just love this app so much because it makes me feel like I can read an entire book per day, like whether I'm going for a walk or a run or cooking or just 15 minutes before I go to bed. It's achievable and I can literally consume the key points of a book. So some of the ones that I would recommend to you that I've really enjoyed recently are Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits is a book all around how to break bad habits and how to form new positive ones and making it really easy for you to do that with as little resistance as possible to get into the new habit. Another good one is Millennial Money Makeover because millennials are in a very different economic context to the ones that previous generations have experienced, of course. So it's sort of Finance 101 around budgeting and saving and how to actually prepare for your future in terms of finances and that kind of thing. So if you want to try Blinkist, honestly, it's really awesome. Click my link below and the first 100 people to sign up are actually going to get a 7-day free trial, and if you decide to continue on with the membership you'll get a 25% discount as well. But the 7-day trial period is completely free and you can cancel at any time. So if you love to learn and you're into personal development like I am, I'd absolutely recommend checking it out. Super cool. But first let's jump into, let's say, the core of my money making, which is my career coaching. So what the hell is a career coach? So a career coach is someone who helps you with all aspects of your career. So it could be figuring out what you want to do, getting into a top prestigious master's program, landing your first graduate job, maybe going for a promotion internally or going for another company externally. Anything to do with figuring out the direction of your career, branding yourself, personal branding, marketing yourself, so the resume, the cover letter, optimizing your LinkedIn profile, anything around the job hunt, so the networking, the interview skills, the salary negotiation, and then performance on the job as well. So how to be seen as a high performer in your career, how to ask for that raise and that promotion, all that kind of stuff. Basically, I'm like a little mini HR in your pocket. And it's so needed because a lot of our career counselors, they were called at school, really sucked. They're probably named Margaret and had been out of the workforce for like 30 years, and they just have no idea about the world of work as it stands today. So I'm basically channeling my 10 years of corporate HR experience working for some really fantastic companies and helping people to basically excel and put them on the fast track in their career effectively. So how it works is that I have a website, and on my website I explain what I do and how you can work with me and how much it costs. And if people click book now, for example, they'll be able to select their time zone, and I've already scheduled it so all of my availabilities are on the tool. So my calendar knows when I'm available to take a call or not. So it automatically adapts the time zones. You choose your slot that you want to have a call with me, depending on your package. Sometimes we do 1 call together, we have 3 calls together, sometimes 6 calls together. Once people are booked in, we meet for our call, and it's just using a platform called Zoom, which is very similar to Skype, but a bit more professional. And you know, you can record your calls and you can do some extra bits and pieces. And we've got the video on, and it's honestly sometimes like we're in exactly the same room and we have the session together and we share documents. And then I give people sort of homework, well, kind of fun homework, but I give them missions to go on to, and they report back to me. And as part of my packages, you always have unlimited back and forth with me for a certain period of time, so you can pick my brain, multiple revisions on certain documents and that kind of thing. So that's how it works, and as long as I have an internet connection, I can do this job. The most complex part of this role is getting traffic to me, so people know that I exist and they know about the services that I offer. And so I have an Instagram account which I started up, and I have had all of my paid clients through Instagram, basically just providing tips, tricks, value, giving you a little bit of HR behind the scenes knowledge and that kind of stuff. And it basically shows people you do know what you're talking about, they can trust you, and that you will get results. So whenever I get amazing client results, like we land an incredible job or you get into that prestigious master's program or whatever it is, I do tend to share that as well on Instagram so people can see that it works, and then that allows people to find me and sign up to coach with me. So that was kind of phase 1, let's say. Phase 2, I'm going to be building up my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to be one of the very first subscribers, literally just starting putting content on there this week, you can sign up in the link below. I'm going to leave it down there. I wouldn't ask you to sign up just because it's me and you're a loyal, not even French subscriber and you like me or whatever, because actually it can hurt me, because if YouTube sees that you've got a lot of subscribers but no one's watching your videos because you're not actually interested in career content, they'll think there's something wrong with your content. So please do only go and sign up if you genuinely are interested in the kind of behind the scenes knowledge that you need to have a really successful and fulfilling career and really find happiness at work. Now, the second way that I make money is, surprise, surprise, my YouTube channel. So with Not Even French. So there are so many ways that you can make money on YouTube. You've probably seen people have Patreons, for example, where they're asking you to sponsor them and give them money every month and that kind of thing. And there's just 1,000 different ways, but basically the main ways that I make money are, 1, the ads that play on top of my videos. So you don't get paid based on your subscribers. I could have 20,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, you earn the same amount, but you do earn money based on the views you get on your videos and what your videos are about. So if my videos were about how to make money online and e-commerce and or luxury, you know, luxury fashion and that kind of stuff, those ads on those videos are worth more money, so you earn more money. My videos are about the French culture, so I don't earn a lot of money on them. However, I do earn some, and it's definitely enough to be like, oh, that's nice pocket money. Can I pay my bills with it? No, but I'm definitely not complaining. It's definitely something that feels like a bit of a reward. Now, the next main way that you earn money, of course, on YouTube, you've seen it all before, it's sponsored videos. So when people do a shout out for a certain brand, like I did at the beginning of this video, that's where you can actually earn a significant amount of money. So it really depends on the brand and what kind of shout out you do. Like if you just do like 60 seconds, or you do a full 3 minutes, or sometimes people do a whole video and that kind of thing. But you can earn anywhere from like $500 US to $1,500 US quite easily if you have an engaged audience and a channel around about my size. But again, I don't have like the most lucrative channel or niche at all. So I mean, not that you guys aren't worth good money, but yeah, I mean, I think there's some YouTubers out there who have 100,000 subscribers and they're probably getting like $3,000 to $5,000 for shout outs and stuff like that. I've definitely never earned anything close to that amount, but it is quite interesting. And I think a lot of people worry about doing shout outs with brands and stuff and how their audience will feel about it, but I know that most people are cool with it because, you know, out of the 150 videos that I have on my channel, for example, maybe 10, 15 of them are sponsored maximum. I think there's about 12 sponsored videos, and given that each video took me probably around 15 hours of work, I've literally put in hundreds, thousands of hours into this channel for free without expecting anything back. So if I can get paid every now and again, then why not? So when I see people doing sponsored videos, I completely get it. The only problem I would have is if it's completely random and the person hasn't actually tried it and they're just doing it to make money. I mean, you can tell when someone doesn't actually really know what they're talking about, or it's just like a shameless plug. So the third main way that I make money is through HR consulting. And I don't think I've actually said this before on my channel, but I'm still working as a consultant for L'Oreal, so back in Paris. So originally I signed up to be a freelancer consultant for them to finish off some of the projects that I didn't quite get done before I left. So it was just a limited contract and just a set amount of days. However, since then I have signed a couple of extensions and contracts to be able to keep working with them and delivering stuff that's not location dependent. It's definitely my least secure form of income. It's probably the most lucrative but least secure. And of course the contract could end at any time. It's kind of like I've got 10 days here, and then you just do the 10th day and they're like, oh, okay, maybe we'll do 5 more. You just never know what's going to come. So yeah, it's amazing, but it doesn't feel as secure as something that you can make yourself and have control over to some extent yourself, like my YouTube channel or my career coaching, for example. But usually I work with them just 1 to 2 maximum days per week. And yeah, it's really cool. So it's been a really nice source of additional income as well while I've been navigating this huge transition and moving back to New Zealand. So yeah, it's really cool now that I'm able to work from home, work from a cafe. In some ways you never turn off. Like, it's hard because you can't really leave the office because you're always on. But I honestly wouldn't trade it for the world. The freedom, the flexibility, being able to like go for a walk, I mean, just do anything. Go to an appointment, go shopping, work half a day, work 16 hours in a day, whatever you want to do, but without having to justify it to anyone. I love being in control of my own schedule, and yeah, just having that freedom. I find it really, really hard now to have to be in an office at a specified time for a specified amount of hours. I just find it really unrealistic in the way work ebbs and flows and life happens, and sometimes you feel a bit sick and you don't really feel up to it. Sometimes you're like an energy bunny and it's a Sunday and you just want to do some work, and that's just how I am as a person. I'd find it really, really hard, I think, to go back to a traditional structure now. I'm making myself relatively unemployable, I think, but yeah. But it's all good with me. So I hope you guys found that interesting. If you have any questions whatsoever, just let me know down below, and otherwise I'll see you guys in the next video on the Not Even French channel. A bientôt!